Pat, Jeremiah,
Jeremiah, glad to meet you.
good to meet you. What we're doing here today, I'm just trying to give people a voice to speak and say basically whatever they'd like to say. Anything positive, any kind of positive encouragements. If you want to just talk a little bit about your life, I'd be glad to hear it.
Okay.
Where are you from? About
Corning, Iowa. Or
Okay.
Prescott.
Okay. Been in Iowa your whole life?
Yes.
What'd you do for the most of your life for career?
Well, I ran a printing press for quite a while and worked with my brother, or brothers.
It was a family business.
I don't know what kind of business you're talking about.
The printing press.
No. It was private.
Oh, okay. So that was your personal operation?
No, I just went in and ran a press.
Oh, okay. I got you. Um, so what is your best positive encouragement that you'd like to be able to tell to a lot of people? Like any kind of like positive message, just kind of maybe what you learned throughout life up to this point, anything like that?
Well, one thing I'd like to happen, and I know they won't let it happen, is I'd like to smoke some pot.
Hey, you're not alone, sir. You're not
Yeah.
alone. Can't do none of that here, huh?
Well, hell no, you can't.
No, then for one, it's Iowa. Two, it's government facility. Man, have you brought it up to them?
Absolutely.
How do they respond?
No.
They don't give any explanations. They just say no, or
They just say, no, you can't do that.
how long has it been since you were able to, if you don't mind?
Able to what? Smoke some weed?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's been probably 15 years.
That hardly seems fair.
Very.
And if you don't mind, how long have you been in this facility?
Probably 4 months.
4 months. Were you in a previous kind of assisted living facility beforehand, or
Yes.
yeah? Has that been like the 15 years that you're talking about? Was that all kind of spent in facilities, or were you at your own place?
Yeah, in the facility.
Really? Did you get like injured at work type thing? Or?
I've had a couple back surgeries. You got to forgive me.
No problem. No worries on my end. Sorry you're feeling that.
Okay, go ahead and apologize.
No, I had asked what kind of brought you into the facilities to start with. Like, was it a work-related type of injury, or if you don't mind?
My daughter said I couldn't take care of myself. She didn't believe that I could open up a goddamn can of Spam and get crackers. She didn't think I could do that.
I definitely want to say this. My intention, not whatsoever, is to bring up any kind of negativity on your end. I mean, I'm willing to listen to you 100%, and you know what I mean. I'm not wanting to pull out anything negative from you. Is all I'm saying. You know, I'm not trying to sit here to talk with you to bring up anything detrimental in your memory or anything like that. Just so you know that. I'm doing this to try to get as many kind of positive, inspirational type things, and what you're talking about is reality. So it's got its place. I'm just wanting you to know, from me to you, man to man, I don't sit in front of you to try to make you feel bad by any measure. Thank you. Yeah. So how did that go then? Like, did you didn't have a say type thing when you got into a facility, or
What do you mean?
you said that like your family was involved with getting you in a facility? You didn't have any kind of say toward it, or
No.
man, that's been 15 years.
Yep.
Do you have communication with them very often?
Oh, well, once in a while, yeah.
Okay. Is it overall pretty positive communication these days, or?
Yes.
Good deal. Good deal. So, um, how's the camaraderie, so to speak, in here, as far as like um, resident to resident type interaction? Like the different people that are in here, are they all
Oh, very good.
pretty close knit group?
Yeah.
Everybody gets along?
Yeah.
Excellent. How about the staff?
Very good.
Very good. Do they take like that little bit of extra time for as often as they can, of course? Like just to get on the level with you, kind of relate to you, or is it kind of more business oriented?
More business.
Business. Dude, there's a lot of people to take care of, so that makes sense.
Yes.
You know, I don't know. To be completely honest, I'm new with this whole interview thing, so this is all kind of a learning experience for me.
Am I your first?
Second, random type interview. Like I had no anticipation of actually being able to do this, so I want to back up and thank you for your time,
Oh, sir.
in that respect too, because I appreciate it. I mean, for one, it's not every day somebody's going to pop in on you that you don't know and give a care about what you got to say. So for that fact, I feel fortunate that you're willing to give me the time to actually sit down and talk to me.
Well, the one thing about it is that, have you ever smoked weed?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you when because I don't want you to feel bad.
Okay. I understand that. If the people that have never smoked don't have any idea whatsoever of the feeling. I've had 2 back surgeries, and when I do that, it relieves my back quite a bit.
Yep.
But I can't do that, so I have to sit there and suffer the pain.
They substitute with pharmaceutical pain relief.
Yes.
Yeah. See, and I don't know exactly, but I think, well, I know it's legal in Missouri,
Yes.
and I don't know if they're going to be able to implement it in facilities like this, like to actually, because it does provide, the increased appetite, the pain relief, the anti-anxiety.
Yes.
It's
Especially the pain relief.
Yep, it's basically an all-in-one kind of medicine, for lack
Yes.
of a better
Yes.
word. It's
Yes.
it's very much so. Um, when did you first experience? When did you first experience the benefits that marijuana offered you?
Oh my God! I was 14 years old.
Gotcha. Was it more of a recreational kind of?
Yes.
Then it was just like a fun time.
Oh yeah, I never had the best time of my life than when I was getting high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except doing some LSD. Have you ever?
Yep. Yep. I can tell you it definitely does a little different thing for your brain, for
Oh,
sure.
absolutely.
It'll wake you up to things that you really didn't consider
Oh yes.
beforehand. It could take people in so many different ways. Is the other aspect of that coin. It could either bring you into a very positive light, and it could bring you into a very dark existence.
Yes.
And I think a lot of it's the set and setting, in my opinion. Where you're at and who you're with, the environment that you're experiencing that in. That's my guess, in my opinion.
Well, when I was in the service, I used to drive a acid truck,
Okay.
and
Now, thank you for your service.
oh, absolutely. When I got back and delivered some rations, I had orders to go see the first sergeant. Oh,
Is that usually a disciplinary kind of order, or?
seeing the first sergeant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the one thing about that, my brother was in the service with me.
Okay.
His roommate made acid
In the service?
in the service.
Yay.
So and Brother Bob was not stationed far from me, and I drove a truck. Well, I decided to go see Bob one day. So I went up there, and there was this guy making some acid. Just sitting at his desk, put a drop, drop, drop. So I was going to leave, and this guy says, "Do you want some of this?" I said, "Yes."
You were how old were you at that point?
16.
Okay.
So I had a sergeant with me, Sergeant Kelleher. And that guy gave me that acid. And I dropped it to him before I went to leave.
Okay.
And Sergeant Kelleher and I went to get in the truck. And we didn't go 3 miles. And I was laughing so hard. Sergeant Kelleher said, "You've got to stop." I said, "Why?" He said, "There's something the matter with you."
He didn't know that you'd done that?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So I got outside my truck and sit there and laughed and laughed and laughed.
Do you remember what you were laughing about?
No. It didn't make any goddamn difference. I was just having a good time.
You were just overall in a positive demeanor, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. So you said that at 14 you tried marijuana, and then 16 it was right into that. That's pretty. Were you consistently using marijuana between those 2 years?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of a daily
Oh,
thing.
yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd heard a little bit of like some of the science behind it. Apparently, they're able to synthesize some of the chemicals in marijuana to treat epilepsy in infants.
All right.
That's what the information I'd gotten probably 6 years ago. I heard about that somewhere in there.
Yes.
I don't know it to be 100% fact because I'm not involved in a personal capacity.
Correct.
But if there is some actuality to it, it makes you wonder, like, how could somebody say that something that can give a baby a better quality of life would be anything kind of negative? It doesn't make sense.
Correct.
You know, if you're helping a baby feel better, it's an undeniable benefit. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get on a different topic, if you don't mind. Your suggestion, whatever you feel like you'd like to talk about.
When I got into service, I went to Germany.
Okay.
And they had some of the best hashish. They had black, brown, blonde, and the black was the best.
Got you. Probably most pure.
Oh my God, yes.
And do you find like that would help you deal with what your job was, what your job entailed in the service, to have access to that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Made it a little easier to see. If you don't mind, you said Germany. Was that the only place you were stationed?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see anything active over there as far as actual combat, or
No, because I just missed it.
did you? Did you? That's probably for the best. Nobody probably really deserves that kind of exposure. You
No.
know, it's a whole different thing. I've never experienced it myself, but I've talked to a few people, and some of the things they experience are just makes you wonder how they're upright and still being able to be positive. You know?
Correct.
You know?
But it all depends on. Excuse me. All depends on how a person handles their body. As far as I'm concerned.
I think that's a big factor.
Yes, absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
What about music? What kind of music?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, classic rock.
Yes.
Top 3 bands.
ZZ Top.
Okay.
Bad Company.
All right.
REO Speedwagon.
Excellent. All very good. All very good choices.
Oh, absolutely, and they were excellent.
Did you get the fortunate to be able to see any of them?
Bad Company and ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about those concerts.
Oh my God.
Hey, there we go.
I never had a better time in my life. And the bad thing is I couldn't believe it. Here I went to the ZZ Top concert, and we were partying.
Okay.
I mean, we was getting at it.
Just everybody involved, huh?
Everybody!
Music like that, you can't help but feel good.
That's correct.
That's a fact. Even without any kind of substances, just that level of energy, you know.
Yes.
It's infectious.
The thing that I couldn't understand is that at that ZZ Top concert, we're all getting down and enjoying, and there was cops all through the goddamn auditorium.
Really?
Oh yeah, and I'm sure they was making sure that everybody wasn't smoking or doing whatever. But yeah, that never bothered me any.
Can't stop everyone.
No,
What year
no.
was that? The last time you'd seen them?
The cops?
No, no. ZZ Top, man.
Oh Jesus. 77.
Wow. So you got to see them in the prime.
Oh,
You got to
absolutely.
see them when they were. I'm not saying they're not high energy, but you got to see them when they were real hungry for it.
Oh
When
yeah,
they
and had
were,
their long
yeah,
beards.
when they were really pushing to get their music out there, so to
Oh
speak,
yes.
before they were mainstream established. That's pretty awesome.
Well, it was.
I bet that was an impressive part of time to be present for. That's cool.
Well, the one thing that I enjoyed about it is that I couldn't have been any more happier. And if you make me happy, god damn man, we're gonna get along.
That's the way. That's what it's all about.
And if we
100%.
don't have a good time, I will flatten your ass.
That's all too often the case with some people. That's for fact.
Yes.
That's so this is kind of what I'm doing is trying to bridge that type of gap, you know, because you find these days with the way that society's kind of moved, it seems like you'll see a stranger on the street and you're a lot of times people are often just immediately adverse to them without giving them any kind of a benefit of the doubt type consideration. Today's society seems to be moved toward more of a introverted kind of selfish, take what you can for yourself type deal. There's not enough generosity on like an average level.
Yes.
Like what we're doing right now, you know, I'm no big popular mainstream person, none of that. So I'm just a random guy off the street, you know, and been fortunate enough that you've chosen to give me the time to speak with you, and that's the type of thing I'm trying to show. Like it's possible to approach a stranger, to talk to anybody. You know,
Oh yes.
not everybody's going to be receptive of it, and that's just natural. But like this occurrence between you and I right here is completely by chance. It's I don't know. It's just it's an exemplification of just human concern. You know, I could be doing anything outside right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I'm appreciating your time. So that's kind of what I want to show people. Like you can do this too.
Yeah.
You know, anybody can just bridge that gap. I mean, a situation like this might be something that makes your day, might make your week feel better.
Oh yeah.
Just overall, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully. Anyway, that's my objective here. You know, I'm not bringing gifts. I'm not bringing any kind of things like that. You know, I got not much to offer but my time.
Wait, you don't have a J?
I'm afraid the staff wouldn't like that. She knows. Yeah, he's being good, I think. Yeah. So no. I'll be popping back around. Probably quite a few times in the coming weeks and months. So if this type of thing is something you'd like to continue to do, you know, if you maybe want to think on it for a few days and see if there are like particular messages that you'd like to be able to get out there or convey. I'm not saying you didn't do well right now. I'm just saying like if you want to like get yourself kind of a template, so to speak, of things that you'd like to communicate to people. Um, it'd be an honor and a privilege to be able to meet with you again.
Well, my Uncle Bill drove a dead wagon.
To picking up roadkill, you're talking a coroner
Yes,
van.
picking up dead animals at farms facilities and along the road and all that. And a lot of people wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
But it paid good.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Now, what the hell makes you think that I'm not going to take a goddamn job that pays good?
That's what it's all about. You're giving your time away.
Yes.
Might as well get as much out of it as you can.
And his Aunt Ruth, or his wife, Ruth, made the best meals.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was this up in Iowa where you were talking?
In Prescott.
Prescott.
So, Aunt Ruth made us the best goddamn meals. Uncle Bill and I driving trucks and we'd communicate and meet each other in his driveway and talk about how the day went. And we had the best goddamn time, man.
Just overall good feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me little bit more detail about like what made those experiences so good. Other than the great food, because that's undeniable, a good foundation for any positive situation.
Well, the good, the the bad thing about it was when you got your animal hooked up and you would pull, and if a chain would come off.
Oh,
So then you have to get back up on the track and reverse it, get your slack back, and get things to going, and then get that son of a bitch pulled up in the goddamn truck.
yeah. I mean, I imagine if they were laying there a while, it'd probably make it even a little more tricky.
I've had some of them that I picked up that I pulled in half.
Oh yeah. That that'll make for not such a great day. A little bit.
Oh yes, but now this is me. In my eyes, it was a goddamn good time.
Hey, there it is, man. Find
Period.
pleasure in it.
Period. I mean, I divorced my ex-wife would keep me in the house because I smoked
Ah, cigarettes.
cigarettes.
Yeah, those are not good. I smoke too, man, but that that smell is just something that some people can't get used to.
Well, she gave me a choice. She said you can either smoke or leave, and I said bye.
That's pretty intense. That's
Well, goddamn, what's I supposed to do? Step outside the goddamn fucking door every time I want to have a cigarette?
yeah. It's it would have been a compromise, but you know, if it's something that you felt adverse to, it's better to be true to yourself, in my opinion.
Well, I wasn't, and this is the way I am. I wasn't going to have anybody tell me what to do, and I will get along with the worst ass there is, but I can be the best ass.
Talking like the most kind, most generous.
Oh yes.
Gotcha.
I remember one time I was coming out of Omaha, and our dump station was in Wahoo.
Waterloo, is that
Wahoo.
Wahoo?
So, Uncle Bill and I had left Omaha, and there was a guy hitchhiking,
Okay.
and it was warm outside. I thought, you poor fella. So I stopped, which nowadays is not the thing to do,
True. True.
because I had no idea what it was about.
Yep.
Nothing.
Different day then.
Oh yeah.
Different society completely, yeah.
Well, he was a nice fella. So I got ready in the truck and put her in gear and I took off. And it was quiet back in the bunk, and I thought, what the hell is this guy doing? You know, it's quiet back in the bunk. I couldn't hear any sheets moving or nothing. I thought, what the hell is he doing? He was back there beating off.
Oh no, come on now. Oh, that's not proper.
No,
That's
so
not
I
a-
stopped the truck. And I said, look, I like it here, a good fella, but you have to get the fuck out. I mean, and after this, go be off alongside the highway.
Yeah.
Don't bring around me.
It's a little weird thing to do, to jump in with a stranger and act in that manner. That's it's not appropriate.
Well, the next thing I knew, I thought, well, he was gonna want to have sex with me.
No, that's not a way to act.
Oh
Not,
no!
not to a stranger, 100%. That's sorry you had to go through that, man. That's Was he understanding about your perspective?
Yes.
So he understood that, he wasn't welcome.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't get violent though, or
No, because when I told him to get out, I was straight up with him.
right.
I said, "You're a nice fella. I like the hell out of you. But you're not going to do that in my truck. You have to go."
That's. I think a lot of people would react similarly. Some people might have been worse to him than you. So it's good that you showed that level of kindness and consideration in that situation. It'd be a difficult one.
Well, I just couldn't believe it.
You telling me the story, it's even hard to believe, but I believe you. I believe what you're telling me to be
Why
true.
the hell would I lie to you?
I don't think you have a reason. I'm just saying to hear that story, it sounds just so obscure. I can't imagine what it was like for you to experience it in person.
Oh,
I
God.
bet I bet it's something that, like, obviously you reflect on it today. So it's something that made a unique impression. I don't know how I would have handled it.
Oh, boy. I had a difficult time with it. So, what's for supper?
I don't know what that wants to know what's for supper.
I believe it's ham and cheese sandwiches with some sort of soup.
Ham and cheese sandwich with some sort of soup.
Ah,
Do you like peaches?
yes, I love peaches.
You want to? Can I give him a couple fresh peaches?
I don't see why not.
Cool.